Good morning everyone, this is BremSter and today I'm coming to you with a very special video. This is a video that is going to be released to announce the release of World of Sudoku Volume 9 by Akash Doulani. Now, I've been chatting to Akash about the release of this book now for a while. I've known this has been coming, and the book was only released a couple of days ago of you seeing this video. And the book is 120 Killer Sudoku puzzles, and they're all aimed at people who are who love Killer Sudoku and want to explore some of the fundamental logic of Killer Sudoku. And even if you are new to Killer Sudoku, having a look at the puzzles and having solved a few of the puzzles, not this one, this is one that was recommended that I save for this video. Having solved a couple of the puzzles in the book, they are very much designed for if you are trying to improve your Killer Sudoku, whether you're new to Sudoku or you're experienced, these puzzles would be perfect for it. So I cannot recommend this book enough to people who just love Killer Sudoku. It's just a great book. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with it in my downtime. I would be the puzzles I've solved have been a mix between coffee break and lunch break puzzles, and I've just really been enjoying them. I haven't got to any of the ones apart from this one. This will be the first one I've solved from the back half of the book, and yeah, just really good. Now, the book has been released on Amazon and it's also been released on PayHip. So Amazon, if you want to get a paperback copy of the book, I have not done that yet. It's only been out for a couple of days. And PayHip for PDF, which is where I've been able to, the version of the book that I have is the PDF copy. Now, I will have thrown, hopefully through this, I have forgot to mention it, but you'll see the book over here, at least the cover of the book, and yeah, I'm very happy with this one. I'm absolutely loving it. Killer is definitely even when I'm setting, it's the version of Sudoku that I fall back on the most. I absolutely adore it. So I'm going to solve one of the puzzles from that book with permission from Akash Doulani. This is Killer Sudoku 91. This is one that was recommended that I solve, yeah, it's based on a recommendation from Akash Doulani himself. How could I pass that one up? So book will go away, and now this will be the puzzle that I am attempting to solve. I have not done anything. I haven't put this through testing because I'm recording this as the book is being released. Yeah, the whole point of this is for me to have a video coming out shortly after the book is released to tell the world this thing exists and please go check it out. I believe the price is about $10 US for a physical copy and $8 US for the PDF for 120 Killer Sudoku puzzles, each of coffee to lunch break. So value for money wise, this is just a no-brainer. The Akash Doulani books are just great value if you are just after beautiful puzzles to solve. They're not the only things out there that are great value, but they are definitely up there. So I cannot recommend them enough. So let's have a look at Killer Sudoku 91 from the book, yeah, you can hopefully this one, I will do this puzzle justice because I know if this doesn't turn out to be a phenomenal video, that will be on me, not on Akash. So hopefully I will provide a link to the puzzle below, and there are links to the puzzles in the book as well. So yeah, it is, Akash has done everything he can to make this good to be a good experience for solvers. So anyway, let's have a look. So the rules of Killer Sudoku are fairly well known, but if you don't know, so in the puzzle we have normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition, and digits in cages must sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage. So these two digits will sum to 15, these two will sum to 14. Digits may not repeat within cages. So for example, in this 15 cage, I couldn't make this up by putting in 2 6s and a 3 because I can't, even though those two digits do not see each other by Sudoku, you cannot repeat digits within a cage. They're the whole rules of the puzzle. That's it. So I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So where I want to start is basically up in these boxes. I'm going to try and do this without the calculator. This is how I've been challenging myself with this book, although that may slow down the video. So what we do know, because the first thing I said is in every box, every row and every column, we must place the digits 1 to 9 without repetition. So we know that these cells in this box are going to, in the final grid, contain the digits 1 to 9. Or if you add those digits together, you get 45. But we know that those two digits sum to 11, those two digits sum to 10, those two digits sum to 9, and those two digits sum to 8. Well, 11 plus 9 is 20, plus 10 is 30, plus 8 is 38. And that's counting for 8 of the 9 cells. So 45, all 9 cells, minus 38 is 7. This must be a 7. 7 plus 5 is 12, and I get those two digits straight away. And I think I can do the same over here. We've got 45. Here I've got 21, 28, 38, 40... Hang on, 38, 41. Hang on, let me do that again. As I said, I'm trying to do this without a calculator, and this sort of arithmetic is where my brain kind of gets scrambled. I've gone into the history of that before. 21, 28, 38, 41. So this must be a 4, which means this must be a 3. So I don't have a 3 or a 5 for this 9 cage. So it could be 1, 8 or 2, 7. It can't be 3, 6 or 4, 5. So this is either 1, 8 or 2, 7. That's probably not narrowed down enough. Hang on, no, the 13 cage isn't as restricted as I want. This 8 cage probably is, though, because the 8 cage, it can't be 1, 7, it can't be 3, 5, and it can't be 4, 4. This is 2, 6, because the only way to make up an 8 cage is 1, 7, which I can't use, 2, 6, which I can, or 3, 5. The next option becomes 4, 4, which is not possible because I would be repeating digits in the column and the cage. So now I look at this 9 cage. I could use 1, 8. I can't use 2, 7. I could. This is either 1, 8 or 4, 5. Okay. The 10 cage? Yeah, the 10 cage, however, I think is going to narrow it down. I could use 1, 9. I can't use 2, 8. I can't use 3, 7. I can't use 4, 6. And 5, 5 doesn't work. So this is 1, 9, which takes the 1, 8 out of here. And the only digits I haven't used are 3. I've got 4, 5, 6. So yeah, 3 and 8 are the only digits I haven't used, and they do sum to 11. So this has been narrowed down to pairs quite cleanly. I've probably got the similar over here, but I haven't found it yet. Yeah, this 7 cage. No, it's not this 7 cage. This 7 cage could still be 1, 6 or 2, 5. It can't be 3, 4. The 10 cage? Well, it can't be 1, 9 or 4, 6. It could be 2, 8 or 3, 7. What about this? No, this 11 cage maybe, because I could use 9, 2. I can't use, well, I can't use 3, 8. I can't use 4, 7, but I could use 5, 6. But I can't use 5, 6. And the reason I can't use 5, 6 is if I put 5, 6 in this 11 cage, this becomes 1, 2, and 1, 2 does not sum to 7. So this is 2, 9, which takes 2 out of this, which means this is 3, 7. The 2 takes 2 out of here, which means this can't be 2, 5, and this becomes 1, 6. And this is just iterating down these cages. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, this becomes 5. I've used 6, 7, and 8, and 5 and 8 does sum to 13. So that's good. Now, the 1, 6 here looks back, making this the 2 and this the 6. The 4, 5 looks across, making this the 8 and this the 5. And now these are down to triples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But I can't put 7 or 9 into a 7 cage. That doesn't work. So this becomes 3 and 4, and I take 3 out of those. Now, if a 7 is here in a 15 cage, this would be an 8. 9 would go with a 6, which doesn't work. So this is 7, 8 with a 9. Now, this is a naked single now, because I've the only digit that's missing from this row is 2. This is a triple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 5, and 6. Well, I can't put 1 here, because a 1 here would mean this would have to be 13. So there's no 1 here. So this is 5 or 6. Now, if this is 5, this is 9. If this is 6, this is 8. And it can't be 6, 8 because of that. So this is 5 and 9. So there's no 5 in any of those. 8 here, 1 here makes this 7. 6 here makes this 2. So this can't be 2, 7 now, because this 2, 7 here prevents me putting 2, 7 in this cage, or this would have no fill. So this is a 1, 8 cage. That's cool. Now this 13 cage. Now I can't use 9, 4. I can't use 8, 5, so it is 6, 7, because the 6, 7, if I keep going down, the next option is 7, 6. So this becomes the 2, and this becomes the 6, and this becomes the 1. Now this is known, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a 4. This is a very cool puzzle, and I've got these down to pairs, and those are going to be resolved down here. Now this is actually feeling more like a coffee break puzzle, but I've only got really these first 4 rows. I don't know how hard it is going to be down here. So this 14 cage, I can't use 9, 5. It could be 8, 6. Well, so it is 8, 6 because I can't use 7, 7. Now this 10 cage, you must use a low digit in a 10 cage, and 1, 2, and 4 are not available, because if you think about it, you've got 1, 9, which I can't use. You've got 2, 8, which I can't use. I could use 3, 7. I can't use 4, 6. So this is 3, 7, and I put a 5 in the center of the grid. Now these 10 cages have the same restriction. And I must use a low digit in a 10 cage, because a 10 cage must be made up of a digit below 5 and a digit above 5. 2 digits above 5 will sum to more than 10. 2 digits below 5 will sum to less than 10, and 2 5s doesn't work in the cage. So I must have a digit below a digit below 5 in here, but 2, 4, and 3 do not work. So this is 1, 9. I must have a digit above 5 in here, and 7, 8, 9 are not available. So this is 4, 6, which makes this the 8 and this the 6. Now 1, I don't have a 2, 3, 4. This is a 2, 5 pair. And the 2 here means this is the 5 and this is the 2. I can narrow these down to pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 7 and 8. 1, 2, these are 1 and 3. And that's by either box or column. Okay. Now, what do I want to do next? Now, 1, 3 in a 15 cage. Now, this has to contain a middle and a high digit, and that's you can use that. That's an entropy trick, but basically I know if this is a 1, 3, these would have to sum to 14, and I can't do 14 with 2 high digits because well, how to explain that? Well, because 7 and 8, the 2 lowest high digits, sum to 15 on their own. So this would have to be, and if I used 2 medium digits, the 2 highest medium digits, 5, 6, only sum to 11, and 11 doesn't get me there. Even if this is a 3, 3 plus 11 only gets me to 14. It doesn't get me there. So this is a medium and a high digit, but I'm not sure how that's helping me yet. Same here, this is a medium and a high digit. Oh, okay, no, that is getting me something. This is a low digit, so this has to have a medium and a high. This is a low digit, so this has to have a medium and a high, and that's a medium digit. So that can't be medium. That has to be the 7, that has to be the 6. Now this has to be a low digit now, because there's no low in there and there's no low in there. So hang on, there's no low in any of those. And there's a high in here and there's a high in here. That has to be, yeah, there's a high here, there must be a high in here, and there must be a high in here. So that's the 3, that's the 8, because I can't put any more highs in, because there's a high here, and a high here. So I couldn't put any more highs. So that can't be high. That's 1 and that's 9. This now, I've only, yeah, there's no low in there, there's no low in there, there's no low there, there's no low there, but I need to put 3 lows in the column. That's low, so that's a 2. Okay. And there's a 6 in one of those. Now that hasn't got me much further, but it did allow me to resolve those using an entropy trick that I really like. Now, if these were to sum to 14, actually, I think this one is probably more restricted, because I know these sum to 13. And if these sum to 13, 9, 4 is possible. 8, 5 is possible. Whoops. So 9485, but I can't use 76 because I don't have 7. So these are 94 or 85. I can't use 76 to get the 13. So 6 is in here and it's not there. So this is a 6. So this is a 4. This is a 6. Which puts 6 down in one of those. Now, this must be 8 or 9. So if this is going to work, isn't it? So 6, 8 would be 4. Oh, hang on. 6, 9 is already 15. That doesn't work. 6, 9 is 15. That'd have to be a 0. So this is 6, 8, 1, 3. So there's no 8 in here. There must be a 9. 2 and 9 is 11, which goes with 4. So this is 2, 9, 4. That looks up making that the 5 and that the 4. The 8 looks across making that the 7 and that the 8. These now have to sum to 7. They can't be 1, 6 because that would have no fill. And I couldn't put 1, 6 there anyway. So they're 2, 5 or 3, 4. If they're 3, 4, that's not the 3 because of that. So that's not the 4, which I couldn't have had anyway. So they're 2, 5 or 3, 4. Seven is, oh no, I've already got 7 in this box. What is this quadruple? I need to put 1 in this box in one of those two. 3 is in one of those two. 4 is in one of those two. Oh, this is a 4-9 pair. Where do I put 4 and 9 in this box? Because they're not in any of those, and the 4-9 looks down. So this is a 4-9 pair. So this is a 4-9 pair. This is not 1, this is not 3. So this is the 1 and this is the 3. And now I've got these triples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the way that most people are going to solve it. There's no 2, 5 there. That's the 7. So there's no 7. The 7 looks across making that the 3 and that the 7. This is going to provide more restriction over here. And these are 1, 3, and 8. Well, there's no 3 there. There's no 8 there. Okay, I am going to have to do more killer over here, which is good. So these are 2, 4, 5, and 9. So 2, 4, 5, 9 go in those, but that's not 4 or 5. This is 2 or 9 only. So there is a 5 in one of those. So is it this? These have to sum to 9. Well, actually, these have to sum to 9. Because this is 5 and 14 minus 5 is 9. They can't be 1, 8. Well, I know 1 is down here somewhere, but that's not helping me. Because 1 is not in any of those because of these. They can't be 1, 8. They can't be 2, 7 because I can't put 2 or 7 in here. If they're 3, 6, they're in this order. And they can't be 4, 5 because 4, 5 would repeat the 5 in the box. This is 3 and 6. That's what I should have looked at earlier. 3, 6, of course, takes 3 out of here. Now, these summed to 7, so that takes 4 out of here. This does become 2, 5. The 2, 5 looks like making that the 9 and that the 2. The 3 looks like making that the 7 and that the 3. That's what I should have looked at earlier. I made... yeah, oh well. The 2 looks down, taking 2 out of there. So the 3, 6. The 3 looks across taking 3 out of there. This is a 1, 8 pair, making that the 3. This is a 2, 5 pair. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 7, and 9 are in here. And there must be a 7. Okay. I haven't got it yet. This is one, oh, here we go. Oh, the 6 looks up making this 1 and this 6. The 1 looks down making this 8 and this 1. This column, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a 4, which makes this 9 and this 4. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There's no 4 here. This is 2, 5, 9. This 6 looks down making this 7 and this 6. The 7 comes out of there, making that the 7. This is 1, 2, and 9, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yep, these are 1, 2, and 9. There's no 2 there. So 2, 5, 9. This is, as I said, this is me, I'm sure. This is a, oh, this is a 1, 2, 9, that's a 1, 9 pair. So that's the 2, that's the 5, that's the 2, which makes that the 9 and that the 5. That's really cool, by the way. That is absolutely nice. The 9 looks down, making that the 1 and that the 9, which makes that the 1 and that the 9. That's a beautiful ending. The 5 looks back, making that the 2 and that the 5. The 9 looks across, making that the 4 and that the 9. The 1 looks across, making that the 8 and that the 1. 1, 2, 3, these are 4 and 8, and I'll use that 4 to make that the 8 and that the 4, and that is the correct solution to the puzzle. So took me just under 17 minutes, lots of providing killer pairs and just reinforcing nice killer logic. The first one was using the sum of the digits 1 to 9 to get these digits, and that started forcing pairs into these cages. So doing just simple killer eliminations, not so simple if you've not seen it before. So if you're new to killer, this would be hopefully by the time you've done 90 previous puzzles, if you work through in order, maybe not. And then when you got down to the bottom of the grid, you had to start doing some a little bit more tricky deductions down here and getting the pressure into these cages. I found that really cool. And the 1, 9 pair trick down here as an ending, that's really, really cool. This is the sort of puzzle I absolutely adore, and it's why I love Akash Doulani's books. I just love working through them. So, and I've given several of these books away as gifts to people who want to get into the hobby, because these books are just always available. You can just go to PayHip and buy them. I will provide a link in the description below to the PayHip page where you can buy all of the books, and the first book listed on the page is this one. So I will provide that link, and yeah, just please go check these books out. They are just absolutely amazing. Thank you, Akash Doulani, for getting me involved in not the creation of the books. I was not involved in the creation or the testing or anything like that, but keeping me involved with the news that you were working on the book, and keeping the communication lines open while you were working through it, because it's just wonderful to know that you're doing these, because I love them so much. So thank you for that, and giving me the opportunity to work on this video for you. Thank you very much. I hope everyone enjoyed it, and as always, good luck with your solving.